Good day all and welcome to Obedient Family TV. The program now Hope Alive. Yes, Hope Day. We see today say NLC no gree anybody pass for Abuja International Airport. Everybody come dey stranded there. Plenty of these things wey be say they happen now with the carry come today because Abuja just dey like say fire on the mountain today. The people wey they touch, wey they call the elite, na be the people wey be say a church today, some miss their appointments, some hungry catch them for road as they no waka enter airport. Again, dem talk say TUC and NLC, they talk say personal non-grantor, wey they mean for Hope Uzodinma, they mean say any airport wey be say a carry am, dem go shut down that airport. So na double gbese for Hope Uzodinma of Imo State. Plenty things they happen wey dey affect that governor because of all the bad things wey be say him dey do. That one we dey bring come, and we wan bring how another minister dey empower women with a tricycle. That one dey come for this hour. We get plenty other things wey be say we wan discuss, and not only me dey discuss this thing. I get Angel for studio, I get Princess plus Esther. We full gidigba for ground for this very today wey be Thursday. So now good morning, afternoon and evening wherever una dey watch us from, and our own UC Maxwell go join us to analyze wetin dey happen for that Abuja and wetin be the interest wey the parties get.
Good day, my well-meaning Nigerians, my lovely and intelligent, obedient worldwide. Welcome. Tell your neighbor say Hope Day, but not in our politicians or our leaders, but in God. INEC is too corrupt to be trusted. Imo State, Imo Lights, Kogi people, Bayelsans, make una open una eyes. Vote, rise up and defend your vote. Welcome on board. Let's discuss.
Yes, so to all my wonderful, obedient and well-meaning Nigerians out there, and I hope our live show now they watch. So, my people, the Nigerian judiciary is completely lost, hopeless. In fact, what happened in the past few weeks shows that laws does not exist in our country. That means, my good people of Imo State, make una open una eye, make una shine una eye well. On Saturday, make INEC no carry una go where and no. Welcome and join the conversation.
Greetings to all well-meaning Nigerians and fellow obedient worldwide. Welcome back to Hope Alive. It took the NLC president to be beaten brutally before the NLC unions had to wake up from their slumber. They even demonstrated in Lagos State and Abuja just to show how serious they are in this protest. And it will start on November 14th fully, which is Tuesday next week. Well, join us as we discuss.
Yes, if you dey join us for Zoom or you dey join us for our comment section, make your like and give us thumbs up, make other people know wetin dey happen. Say the people wey dem dey call elite today, dem get gbege for airport. As the road block everywhere, nobody fit pass. But coming down to as Princess take talk am now. Princess, you know say no be say then just they happen for Lagos and they happen for Abuja. The intention be say make they shut down the airspace, make flight no even fly again. Then we go know say then they serious, because if they do this small rigmarole and then still they fly, they pass, it be like say you no go touch them now, you understand?
Yes, and they chose Abuja because it's the capital of the country, so they chose it to show how displeased they are about what has been going on. And they also brought up other demands that they want. Those demands that have been lying under the carpet since, they all brought it up now, and they are laying it to the government to actually do something about it. And they gave them November 14th. If nothing is done till then, they will go on full-blown strike by November 14th. And they had to make sure that no flight goes out from Nnamdi Azikiwe International Airport in Abuja to Owerri, to Imo, like any place at all. As long as there's an airport in Nigeria, they shut it down. Okay. That is the height of it. That's them showing full blow. We are serious and we're not smiling about it.
Yeah, production, please work on the audio. Esther, let's have your comment on this.
Anyway, this is what they would have done a very long time ago, but they say anytime a person wake up in the morning. So now that they've started this, they should not even stop. They should continue it till on maybe Saturday, when before the election time. So this is a very good step they've taken, and in fact, this is what they should have done a very long time ago, but it's good they started it, and they should do a very good, in fact, they are doing a very good work. Yes. They should continue.
They should not relent now, because this is definitely a threat to Governor Hope Uzodinma. He is even scared right now on what's going to happen on Saturday, because probably he did that thing when he did it without actually seeing that this is going to happen.
The repercussions.
Exactly. Seeing what happened with Buhari, did his own thing. He didn't know that it was going to turn out the way. I'm sorry, not Buhari. I mean Tinubu. He didn't know this was going to turn out the way he did with all the FBI case and all. The same thing is happening to Hope Uzodinma now. He's doing everything he's doing. He didn't know that it was going to come to this point where it will actually have a great effect to the result of Saturday, maybe to actually affect his votes on Saturday.
Of course, you know, say we don't even hear saying don't go book the whole hotels for Imo State.
Yes.
Maybe we'll go lodge for all the hotels there.
And I heard that Imo State has been on blackout for like for a very long time now. There's no electricity whatsoever for no like water. Weeks. Yes. There's no
okay, it be like say waiting in the plan, Angel. Coming to you now, it be like say waiting that man the plan plenty. Blackout day there. Whether 2 days time to do the election, he still won't do the election for darkness. You understand? And this one where they talk about the personal non-grantor say they no good, they ban to enter any airport at all. So I don't know whether NLC, this is what they do now, whether it really go affect them, because now when they talk say make you know waka enter any airport, now the time when they won't do election for him, when no go even come out outside, you understand? So whether the barring him from entering any airport in Nigeria, whether the thing go pass after the election, make we understand how you take
the thing they sweet my belly, because you know say Hope Uzodinma he own too much. First of all, to start with, the people of Imo Light, they no even vote am there. Now Supreme Court na input am there. From 4th position, they can't give am governor. So he no know the anger where Imo Light get inside them. As he can't enter, he know they even work safe. He can't they destroy every place. Can't they use military people? They shoot everywhere. Just they disrupt the Imo Light. And I like waiting NLC people do am. Because all those hotels where he don't reserve, say they go come there, come rig the election for him. Now he go know say NLC people, they mean business. It's no longer business as usual. Because all those people, big people will go come in from Abuja, as they no see flights now, maybe they go trek. Make we know how long we go take them trek from Abuja to Imo State. So it's a welcome idea. I love it. At least they say action speaks louder than voice.
Of course.
Yes.
Okay, I don't know whether Maxwell don't join us for Zoom. If Maxwell don't join us, make we for discuss these things with them. So as from waiting me, I see from my own perspective, Hope Uzodinma, they no want time for this Imo State. You understand? If they force himself to the people of Imo State. You get my point?
Yes.
And again, if you look what thing that happened between the Labour Party candidate, that Atan Achonu, the way when they go to the local places, you understand, reaching out to the masses.
The
you can see the grassroots mobilization that is actually doing, you understand me? So the more he reaches out to the people, the more the people of Imo hate Hope Uzodinma. Like they said, there's even one of their there's even a PDP person that actually spoke, and I love what he said. That Ikenga Gochinyere, I think. Yes. Though he's PDP, it does not matter. The important thing is that they are speaking the truth on the core things that is happening in Imo State. Let's take a listen to Ugo Chinyere and see what he has, because Ugo Chinyere is somebody who was outspoken when the tribunal declared that he did not win the election. You understand me? He won the election and all that. So let's take a listen to him. I will come back. We'll not go there.
Considering him as a natural, I think he's the one that is considering me for whatever he is considering me. I'm just a messenger of truth and a people's interest defender, advocating for the common interest. Maybe people find what I do uncomfortable, sorry, but I can't change about that. But in terms of leadership guard changing Imo, is long overdue. In the first place, we never elected him. So you can't even ask for a renewal of a mandate that nobody gave you. It's not a question of whether he will win or lose. The most important thing is that the right thing must be done for society to keep functioning. Is he the right person for the job? No. Was he elected in the first place? No. 388 polling unit, you remember how he used it to emerge. So definitely tomorrow by 10:30 a.m., I'm making a live broadcast to Imo people on all the radios and TVs and Nigerians to state clearly the roadmap to Saturday. My position will be loud as usual. I don't hide about my position. These things will be very loud and clear. But more importantly, is how do we have a rancor-free process? Because the process is being bastardized. I watched on your TV, you saw when Honorable Jones was shouting and other people because they wanted to off the camera and so on and so forth. A lot have gone wrong. Electoral officers were posted under the interest of a particular candidate in the election. You now see electoral officers who are being told to defend a particular interest in those local government areas. You are seeing people recruiting ad hoc staff that are even members of their political party. And let me tell you, I appreciate the IG last time by saying that he has removed or redeployed Bade.
The commissioner of police.
In decent society, Bade is supposed to be in prison in the first place. So it's not like it's a too much favor. You saw what he did in Adamawa? That was an act of electoral treason. Now you brought him and left him in Owerri. What were you expecting him to do on Saturday? These were people who rode the APC, the armored tanks, all over the place. I was also a victim of his excessive use of power. You saw the many charges that was formulated by him. He's not a police officer. No one is not supposed to be there. And not just only him. There's other officers under him too, if you want this process to be fair. So we hope and pray that the president and the presidency and the leadership of security agencies must find a way to ensure that these security agencies are neutral come Saturday. And INEC chairman have a duty to redeploy, save her. Or even if she must be there, she must not be allowed to handle sensitive material because she has publicly said and pledged her allegiance to a particular candidate. So she will baptize the process. So if you don't want Timo to slide into crisis and anarchy on Saturday, election must be transparent, and not just transparent, seem to be transparent. And people should freely go and cast them. And again, I have had information of people trying to sabotage transmission. INEC must ensure deployed to the polling are working effectively, and that no electoral officer should leave the polling without clicking send. Once these results are sent, it will reduce the pressure that will be brought at the LUGA collection center, so that people, if you win election, you know you win election. If you lose election, you know you lose election. I think election should not be a war. You book the entire hotel room in a state, so nobody can enter the state. No observer can enter any of those states. These things are barbaric. These are things
is that a fact from what you?
Of course, it's a fact. They are not denying it. Even another state have also emulated it. And again, there's something tomorrow I will raise. There have been evidence, proven evidence, of some of these actors bypassing the issue of accreditation of the beavers. So, and why we must make it public to avoid the situation whereby you go to election and somebody uploads 1 million into the machine in different locations and say he has won, and you go to the beavers machine, you see that it looks like it's accredited. But when you request for the back-end server, you now see that those things were accredited simultaneously at the same hour. This is why some of these people want to kill me, because of simple truth that will help to deepen our electoral process. But I cannot run away from saying this truth.
So that is from Ugochinyere. He's a member of House of Reps. I think he's doing very, very well as a PDP representing his people. And he's vocal enough, and I love the way he presents his things. So he has stated clearly on what Hope Uzodimma is doing in Imo State, and how the people of Imo Lights doesn't want Hope Uzodimma at all. So let's look at it. Let's get to our own person on Zoom, our own UC Maxwell, who is here to talk about the protest of NLC and TUC, how it affects the elites, and what do we achieve from this very particular protest. Is it beneficial at this very point now, or could they just use it as another cash out season? Because you know what reigns in Nigeria is about, for the judiciary, is pre-election, post-election, they say it's all cash out, according by Robert Clark, who says that they are just collecting money and not doing what they are supposed to do. So Maxwell joining us on Zoom, our own special analyst. I'm coming to you now to tell us what you think is the impact of this NLC protest and how it will affect the elites vis-a-vis the poor masses in Nigeria who are suffering. Please tell us.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Okay. Go ahead. All right. So the issues there is, number one, what is the basis of the strike? Why are they going on strike? Are they going on strike just because they derive pleasure in going on strike? Or are they going on strike because they are trying to further the cause of, the people who they represent? So when you talk about the people that they represent, we are talking about the workers, the Nigerian Union, the workers in either Imo State or the workers in Nigeria. Recall a few days ago, their national chairman was beaten up, manhandled, assaulted, and battered on the streets in Imo State. This was an insult. And on one end, and I've always said this time and time again, where security operatives or armed men, members of the armed forces are in the habit of beating people and battering people, nothing is being done about it. There was no press statement from the government house. There was nothing coming from the national. We say that the governor of the state is the chief security officer of the state. And then the president is the commander-in-chief of the armed forces. And yet, nobody has got responsibility for this action. It shows that the government of the day are only ready to insult and assault the NLC as an organization. Because on that particular outing that Mr. Joe Ajero went on, he was simply acting on behalf of the union which he stands for. So manhandling him, assaulting him in that manner is actually insulting the entire Nigerian Labour Congress and the union. So we must realize that these things are not needed in our kind of society. And then looking at it from the legal perspectives, the law has provided that such unions are allowed to exist and they operate within the ambits of the law. Chapter 4 of the 1999 Constitution gives them this legal backing. If they decide to go on strike, if they decide to go on protest, yes, some people may have, may bear the adverse effect of it, like blockage of roads and all of that. But we must realize that even these people who are going on strike are going on strike for the betterment of Nigerians. We have workers who have not been paid salary. Even those who work in the private sector that probably want to use the airports and use all these institutions, if they are not paid by their organizations, they will not like it. So workers may decide to go on strike. The thing is, we should be asking ourselves, why do we resort to strike every time that there is a problem in Nigeria concerning Nigerian Labour Union and the federal government? It is because the government has not created proper mechanisms of resolving the issues. And in such a period as this, where election is around the corner in Imo State and every other state, every institution, every union, every organization sees it as an opportunity to collect what they want from the government. Because of course, they know that what they are doing is going to affect the election. It is also going to tilt the voting power of the people. Because by the time the people get these information that a particular government in power in Imo State and several other states have refused to pay the salaries of workers for months now, then you trust me that these people will definitely decide on the better people to vote for or who they should give their mandate and power to. We must not just run to vilifying and castigating NLC. The Nigerian Labour Congress have done a lot of things, of course, in the past that I do not support. They've politicized a lot of their actions in the past. But telling us that there is a problem in other states, why are they not protesting in other states, is actually wrong. If there is a wrong in Imo State and they decide to protest against that wrong, or they decide to go on strike for that wrong in Imo State or in the Federal Capital Territory, I see absolutely nothing wrong about it. If NLC wants to go on strike, they should go ahead and go on strike. Because this entire system of going on strike, calling them to a private meeting without actually solving the root causes of the striking, then there will continue to be a problem. The federal government, this same federal government that have refused to pay salaries, are going about spending billions of nairas on presidential yachts. They are going about spending billions of nairas on cars for the office of the wife of the president, which is not even recognized in our constitution. So this mobilization for strike, I support it. I support it. Irrespective of the fact that elections are around the corner in Imo State, then it behoves on the governor of Imo State to call them to a round table and ask them how they can resolve these problems before the election that is coming up on Saturday. So what they are doing, in fact, I felt dismayed that the national chairman of the NLC could be victimized in such a way, could have been beaten and assaulted that he even almost lost his eyes. It is an insult to our democracy. Democracy is a type of government where the people are the center of the government, where the people are actually the benefit of everything that goes on in government. But we don't see that in our workforce today. So we need to solve this problem before we can now start talking about why people are going on strike or why they are not going on strike. Solve the problem that brings them on the street. People may, have some inconveniences, but it is for a short time. Moreover, the government is inconveniencing all of us, and they are telling us that it is for a short time, that it is baby steps of pain, why they are buying cars for themselves. So NLC can go on strike. Anybody who is inconvenienced can reschedule, as long as it corrects our society. We are on the brink, Mr. Kanu, I must say this, and desperate circumstances call for desperate action. We need to be desperate about several actions that will be taken going forward in the country.
Going back to Imolites, we believe that they have heard the Supreme Court very loud and clear that there is nothing like IREV or electronic transmission of results. You understand me clearly? I think that message has been sent to them. And every well-meaning Nigerian and obedient that is resident in Imo State should know by now that they should not rely on what INEC says. You understand me? They have clearly said that that's IREV, the investment that Nigerians did on IREV is like nonsense. You understand me? Exactly. They made mockery of that. So it means that on Saturday, which is just 2 days to go, our expectation is that the Imolites, everybody needs to become the reporter. That is, you understand me?
Yes.
That is a party agent reporter. They just report to Obidate Family TV. Go to your polling unit and make sure that you register with us. We have your phone number and your information. So we give you the link that you share your polling unit and the result that is coming out from the polling unit. So we have seen that it is just not possible, that INEC is just not ready. They keep, they're so corrupt to the extent that they say blatantly, they open up and tell you to go to court. You understand me? So we have learned from the general election, and we have learned from different other local government elections like the one that happened in Edo State, and we will not allow that to keep happening. Let's take first of all, let's take a listen to what one of the INEC persons said on an interview on Channels Television to also understand what we are talking about on the IREV issue. Let's take a listen. We'll come back. We'll not go to
election. But more importantly, with the cooperation of all major stakeholders in Imo State, I think we will be able to sail through on Saturday.
One doesn't sound like a crack record right now, but then it's worthy to ask again whether there is anything that has changed, because in the last election, the fear about whether IREV is going to work or not. Can you confirm to us again, Rotimi, the IREV is foolproof now and is going to work 100%? Can we get that confirmation?
I will have been surprised if you didn't ask about IREV. But let me assure you that in mid-October, we conducted mock accreditation, and we tested the functionality of the BVAS and IREV, and the overall result was positive. But let me also say this, because, I think some Nigerians have this erroneous belief about the functions of IREV. IREV is not an electronic collating device. All it does is to receive polling unit results from the polling units as uploaded by the presiding officer using the BVAS, and just display it to anybody that clicks on a particular Form EC8A in any local government, in any state, according to what the person that is navigating wants to see. It's like a PDF format of the result sheet that is uploaded to that place. It doesn't do any other thing. If you just imagine the notice board in your office, which is permanently there, want to, people to know about things, they will just go and put the thing there. The other use a pin to stamp it there. And again, it's like the scoreboard in the national stadium or in a stadium where when the goal is scored, is displayed on the board. So it doesn't do any other thing. The scoreboard cannot manufacture goal. That's what it does. So, and we have assured Nigerians that after the close of poll, when votes have been counted and figures entered into Form EC, the presiding officer will snap a picture of that result and then upload to IREC real time. And when Nigerians now log into it, those who have the protocols, the username and the password, log into the IREC and they navigate to any of the local governments in any of the states, they go to the polling unit, they can then see the results. So they can self-collate. We are assuring that that will be done.
All right.
And the IREC...
Rosemary, just what I wanted is a
this one now they go talk everywhere. INEC chairman no dey gree show him face again. So now people they send make them go they talk. One of the things where then they talk about now they talk say IREV no be collation system EB. Then just they use IREV to they show wetin they want to make anybody see, and now when they like now they go show them. If they no like, then fit change them anytime where they want. So now on the thing when they done the parade now, then they talk around. So they don't change from waiting they talk before begin the talk. So Angel, as you talk, you say no matter waiting they talk, say you will never believe them.
Of course now, because now the same promises where INEC chairman can't give us for presidential. Did they fulfill it? No is the answer. They even lie on top. Everywhere. The issue be say the 300 billion where taxpayers' money where they give them, where they keep them. Now it be the thing. But because they favor this government, this APC corrupt government, if not, Mahmoud supposed they inside prison. He supposed they inside prison. They don't come out now, they promise and not, oh, they don't do test run. Waiting they do. They not talk on that and say they do monk one. At the end of the day, waiting they do. Foul. Now it be the whole thing.
Okay, Maxwell, I'm coming to you now. I see a tweet from Big Wig Austin. He said that IREV is supposed to work as an electronic collation device. He says, stop lying to Nigerians. That is, he's talking to INEC chairman. He said, how do you claim that a result uploaded in real time is not supposed to correspond with result from collation center? Who taught you all that mass in school? You are not willing to conduct free and fair elections for Nigerians, period. He said, help me tag them as INEC chairman has blocked me for reasons best known to them. So Big Wig talk said they don't block them. They never block you. But make you for tell us what you think about this thing where this man, he don't go talk for Arise TV, he don't go talk for Channels TV, and waiting in they just they talk, say, they fit post any of the result where they want and change them anytime where they want for that thing. So meaning say IREV no mean anything again. And you mentioned this thing yesterday, but I want to make you continue to let the people from Imo State know, people from Kogi State may they know, and people from Bayelsa. May they understand say the IREV where would they talk now for them by themselves wait there for their polling unit, and now 2 days to go.
When the Supreme Court been give judgment for Oyetola and Adeleke case, will be the election will happen for Osho State. The court thought say yes, say IREV they very important for our electioneering, process, because now one of the objectives of the Electoral Act of 2022, because it will help maintain the integrity of the elections. It can't reach the case of presidential election. Supreme Court can't talk say IREV no they important to say whether they upload or they no upload or say it no matter. And this same IREV now technological application will be say they include for this election. Where they say Professor Mahmoud Yakubu go meet National Assembly. They give them over 300 billion. 300 billion will take spend for this IREV and technological addition for this election. And the courts look the whole of this thing to say they important for our electionary season. So what in this one mean be say I want make general public to understand, because in legal jurisprudence, in law, the courts are also considered as people who they affect lawmaking. So it means say anything where they don't give as judgment, it will begin to operate as the normal thing, as the law. Courts don't talk this one, and INEC, what it mean be say IREV no count for election. So I dey tell you from the interpretation of wetin happen for court, it means say wetin IREV no dey important, and not just the IREV. I dey also tell you about the whole issue of uploading, the whole issue of snapping and transmitting to collation system. They are totally redundant and irrelevant in our stance going by the Supreme Court judgment. So what I want the general public to understand is, going into the election, anything wey INEC go dey tell you, they take am with a small pinch of salt, because they go back, go court, go tell court say no be wetin they talk, and court go agree with them. So if INEC don't tell you say they go transmit election result for Imo State, na lie. If they don't tell you say they go transmit result for Bayelsa State, na lie. If they go transmit for Kogi State, na lie, because they tell us for presidential and court agree with them. So I want us to have these things in mind going forward. So if you must win election as a people, you need to be more and more proactive than you ever were. You need to monitor all of your votings, follow the ballot papers, follow the result sheets from the center and from the collation center to the next collation center, because that is the only way to secure your vote. Because remember, Mr. Kanu, when we go court, the petitioners bring video. They play video for where Professor Mahmoud Yakubu they tell the whole world, even for Chatham House, say waiting, say they go upload the results. IREV, people go see them for IREV, and it go be part of our elections. Documents, they show different things, and INEC turn back on their word. As far as say they don't come make the argument, it means say it no be part of our electionary season. So going forward, people must have this mindset. I'm not saying that because of this you should not go. Please go out to vote, but this should make you more prepared to defend your vote. Because now, the people we are trying to win Nigeria from, the people that have captured Nigeria, the only thing that they know and the only thing that they understand is to snatch it, grab it, and to run with it. Must match them man for man. You need to be ready to collect, to also snatch it back from them, grab it back from them, and also roll back with it. Because if they snatch your mandate, you must snatch it back. If they grab your mandate, you must grab it back. If they are running away with the mandate of 1 million Nigerians, you must run after them, collect it, and make sure that the right person becomes the governor of Imo State. We don't already they see the high-handedness of the state governor, the way they use security operatives, the big power for state. They don't go buy the whole hotels, the whole lodge, waiting for Imo State to make sure say people don't get opportunity to lodge or do the things we don't want to do for election. It is actually a dismay to our democracy. And make people bear this thing in mind, say, INEC do not get your best interest at heart. INEC does not have your best interest at heart. The courts are not ready to give us our democracy, so we must be ready to take it from them.
Advice to LP and PDP in Kogi, Imo and Bayelsa, they say, don't play the peaceful ones. They said, APC will hit you mercilessly. Be ready to sustain, repel, counterattack, and destroy them. Don't bank on INEC, army, or police. They all work with APC. Whatever you do, you are doing it for the voters who were disenfranchised in the last election. You are doing it for the obedience. He said, we must put an end to the era of grab it, snatch it, and run with it. Yes, with that very one, we'll go enter another one. We'll go still come back to give on our final take on the Bayelsa, Imo, and Kogi election. But get one notice where we want bring to our people, like one of our own. We lost one of our dear obedience member, a matron, somebody will be say it inspire us for this obedience movement. Mrs. Virginia Okekunebu. Sometime in August, I think we announced here that our own angel lost her mom, and the family is bereaved. Angel was not at work for some days before she was able to regain strength to join us again. So this is her mom, who happens to be a pioneer member of the Obedient Family TV. And her burial is coming up on the 17th of November 2023, which happens to be next Friday. So she is a cherished member of our dear Obedient movement, and who had participated actively during the elections and all of this. But during after running around for all this, had a brief illness, and we just lost her. So Angel is with me here. They say sometimes you can't cry more than the bereaved. So Angel is here with me and in the studio talking every day, and seeks people to help her pray on this on a week coming that she's going to join her people in the village to bury her mom, and also to actually do some support for her, so that as things they very, very tight for Naija. Angel, you dey here. Make I no carry your mouth chop onions. Make you reach our people wherever they dey. Now make you tell them.
My well-meaning Nigerians, my lovely and intelligent Obedient, my family, my mom don't pass. She died last August, last 2 months. Yeah, 26th precisely. And her burial next week, Friday. My people, una see as Tinubu keep us for Naija now. We solicit for your prayers, your financial assistance. No amount is too small, so that Mama can rest well, so that her burial will be a success. I ask you people to help in any way, in any form, in any shape. At least una love the work wey they do here. I ask you, if you love us, if you be member of our family, Obedient family, help in times of need. I ask you, I urge you, I plead on your behalf for your financial assistance. Thank you so much.
Yeah, as we dey take the talk, you know, say sometimes when a person talk, then go talk say don't mention. We go mention. Some people go talk say when you get problem, make you carry and make you just hold and make you dey pray. Sometimes no be every something prayer they solve. Then talk say prayer solves all things. But I tell you, now when you don't open your mouth pray, this one way Angel do now prayer and she pray. So anybody where they anywhere will be say, you see say what would they do for obedience? Are the talk person, and Angel they do her own part. As the mom done the part, she dey see how she won't take do burial. So make una for support her with the amount wey be say you fit get. No be say now until you get 100,000 or 200. No, anyone wey be say you get. You see the account where they there. Though na Obedient Family account, Obedient Family TV account information. E dey for our description for this very video, and e dey for all our videos. So the account where they there, na the legit account where you fit support. When you send them in, make you put them as Angel Mother Burial Support. Anyhow, we will get them and we will give Angel, say, see wetin come in to support her for the burial of her mother. As you do so, may God bless you very, very well. So, and our number still also there for inside this our own YouTube channel where we say if you reach us, so that if you want to reach Angel, you go from that number, you go reach him. So we thank ona wherever on a day, make ona for support Angel. So make we work out they go. Yes, Maxwell, I dey come for you now. We be say you dey Zoom. I see say you tandagidi, but you get one minister. We be say she dey do empowerment for women, and she go buy tricycle. Yesterday we won't bring and come. Now some people wey dey for her office talk say make we know showcase and make we know talk wetin we wan talk. But today we talk say no, we go come out, we go talk am, because wetin dem dey give us as make we no talk, you know gel, you know work with our own. Dem don talk say we dey opposition, and wetin dem do wey no good, we go carry am comot. Na so whether na Governor Zulum carry a wheelbarrow and these shoe shiner kids come go give the people when they do empowerment for in state where he be governor that time. But this woman now, where would they talk? Then talk saying a renewed hope. But you see, say she they put women for renewed hopelessness. So I want to make we hear even waiting she talk when she they want empower women with tricycle. But first, I see say Angel Ma they do mui. She they talk say women no go drive tricycle. Angel, make we hear from you before we go to Maxwell first.
The thing itself, they even na laughable something, because if you empower women with tricycle for this Naija fuel, how they want gain for the fuel, for the road, for the agboro? How they want take care of the family? If she they drive tricycle, she go there. She go there that beautiful way she did. Now that tricycle, now she want the women to they drive for this economy. How they want train the children? And then go they still they pay back or not be saying a dash. Oh, no be dash. No be dash. Then go they pay. Talk say for 1 year, then go pay finish and the tricycle reach like. So what's the empowerment there? It's not empowerment. She because empowerment say, you dash them. They talk say the women were there for house, they nag their husband, they nag too much, and as they nag, they don't provide food. So if you give them tricycle, say them go. She even drive the tricycle. So whether she don't leave her work, they do the driving of the tricycle for Abuja now. Mr. Kanu, I won't even ask, how many of her children or her family member, her sister, she go give that tricycle to drive? Now me, they ask. Okay, so Maxwell, whether make we first hear waiting this woman won't talk, you get waiting she talk, so that you go help us analyze how women now go benefit from driving tricycle, and how many women won't drive the amount of fuel where they now. How many people again won't enter the tricycle business? So but make we listen to the woman. When we listen to the Minister of Women Development Affairs, then we'll come back to you. Let's take a listen from her.
Seeing today is evidence that women are now lions outside, so they'll be able to feed their husbands and their children. Anything you want to try that has not been, you must have to test run it. So I'm trying to test run with 30 of these tricycles. Then I will start with where I am domiciled, so that I'll be able to monitor it. It's not just giving them.
There's two things here, right? Dr. Abati and Rufai and everybody watching, there's two things here. One, how many women you see driving keke maras? We'll start with that before we get to the sewing machines. And then two, how many women do you know that want to drive a keke mara? We've got some female interns here who I asked, none of them said they wanted to. So if you know a young person in school, or a young person doing NYSC, or somebody looking for a job, just anecdotal evidence, if you take a poll, do you know anyone that actually wants to do that? Feasibility studies, these are some questions I just asked in terms of steps taken for these types of projects and whether or not the minister embarked on them, right? So one, did you actually check with your constituents, how many, out of 100 or 150, how many of you want to drive a keke? How many of you want to go into sewing? Then publishing the studies and then engaging the stakeholders. Now, she was on the morning show with the three of you plus Ayo. Here, I picked out something, what she said about enhancing machinery and using, being innovative and thinking outside the box. Here's what she said.
So I am talking about empowerment generally. I'm preparing the children for future empowerment and employment.
Where will the funding come for this project?
The misunderstanding there.
Where will the funding come for this project? How do you hope to fund? Yes. How do you hope to fund this project?
Okay, number one, this project doesn't even need a lot of money. There are some of these machines that are 350,000. No matter the little money I'm giving in that my ministry, I will be able to use it and achieve a lot. Then if you go to the acquisition centers of Ministry of Women Affairs, we have machines already across the 774 local governments. So what do? All I need is to enhance it, bring in a more recent machines to mix up with the older ones, and they'll start producing things that are good enough to be exported and be worn in Nigeria. That's all. It's just about plan. Okay. I don't need so much money to achieve all this. I'm sorry.
Now, Rufai came up after that and asked her about the budget. And if you remember, we talked about project ambitions and reality. She threw out a figure of 64 billion naira. And we went and looked at the budget for the ministry for this year. The budget is 17 billion. Still hasn't said where she's going to get the funds from. But in terms of using new machines, I just want to land on this point. Fuel subsidies have been removed. If you drive a keke, your profit margins are reduced. I was tagged in a tweet for a product launch of a dual cycle keke, which uses gas and fuel, right? Made in Nigeria. So I'm wondering if the minister had actually thought about engaging with the manufacturers behind this to use this type of keke as opposed to the fuel-driven one that she put out. And then finally, just the challenges facing female SMEs in Nigeria. If you take a look at them, as far as exchange rates, access to fine interest, multiple taxation, volatile electricity supply. If you think about the opportunity cost of what was spent on the kekes and I guess the sewing machines, well, is that opportunity cost, could it have gone elsewhere? So that's all we got for today.
Rotus, I've been talking about the need for ideas.
Right? Yes, you have.
And that's the greatest form of opposition and patriotism, criticism and ideas. I think the problem with people that do things like this, that they don't understand what value means. And I get the point. See, to a school of thought, they'll say, yeah, it's a good one. Some will say, yeah, there are a lot of women that drive keke. So, versus we might have a problematic sample size. And probably the interns you talk to, they're still, higher than the lowest class and all of that. But the question is, what's the ricochet value? And that's what we need to understand. And that's what you were just trying to point out here. The truth has to be told. What will be the ricochet add-on value? Rather than even having a sewing machine assembling factory, where now you are getting more sewing machines out for the unit price and you're getting more. And you're able to sustain a job in the long run rather than giving people sewing machine.
Maxwell, I had to cut down the distance of this video coming to you. So how you think, say, this very project where this woman empowerment minister come establish, say, make women they drive keke, and I know say na for na Abuja there I go start. Tell me the economic impact where be say even women no even gree say them go drive the keke.
Mr. Kanu, you ask me about economic impact. I am not an economist or an economist, so I may not be able to talk extensively regarding the economic impact. But let us look at
how many women from Abuja now embark on driving keke. At least you go tell yourself on the street, you get one woman where they drive the keke.
Mr. Kanu, make I tell you, as it stands now in Abuja, keke is being stopped from operating in Abuja. As it is now in Abuja. So this is just garbage. This is just a way of fooling the general public. You are giving 30 keke napep to 30 women. What is the number of women in Abuja? Only Abuja. What is the number of women in Abuja? What is the age grade that you are delivering this keke napep to? What is the feasibility of them making income from this same keke napep? We are talking about fuel of 650 naira. By the time you carry it and carry 4 people, 400 naira for a particular distance at 100 naira each. In fact, keke, even the idea of even carrying 2 people in front is not even safe. It's just a way of maximizing profits that we are doing that in Nigeria here. It's supposed to be 3 people at the back and then the keke moves. So these things are not realistic. The APC is not even a political party. They are just an organization of people that are only ready to continue fooling the people and cajoling the people. Because let us be realistic. We have you are wasting away, but you are buying keke for women. What is the feasibility of women competing in this kind of business? We are talking about numerous agberos on the streets that arrest keke napep drivers, collecting 20 naira, collecting 15 naira, collecting 100 naira every time that they pass a particular road. Can a woman withstand this kind of economic condition in Nigeria or transport condition in Nigeria? These things are not realistic. Come on, let us take a look at it. So these are not empowerment programs, real sense of it, empowering women with 30 keke napep. It is an assault. It is an abuse. It is an insult to our collective intelligence. If the APC is not ready for governance, they should tell us and they should be ready to leave justice. You heard what Orotu was talking about, a project that they had of 64 billion, but the federal government, the same APC federal government, have budgeted 17 billion for it. How do you intend to push people out of poverty? So, and this same woman, see, Mr. Kanu, I am tired of talking about issues like this, because these are people who have been rewarded with juicy positions in government because of probably some particular things that they did during campaigns and the rest. This woman have not shown any evidence of being competent enough to man that office, that ministry that she has been given. If you want to push women out of poverty, teach them skills. Teach them skills. Provide equipment for them that they will use in manning that skills. What are the skills that are peculiar to women? We are talking about hairdressing. We are talking about makeup. We are talking about saloon and many of these things. And then you are telling us that you are giving them this keke napep for a particular period of time that they are going to pay the money for 1 year. How much does an average keke napep driver make in a day or make in a month to pay back? How much is the keke napep? So these things are not reasonable, and it's just a way of fooling the general public. That is all I can say about this. And except we realize that these APC people and these APC government office holders do not mean well for Nigeria, then the better for us. We've not seen anything productive from these ministries. So I really don't know what to say more than this, but this is not a step in the right direction. The woman should, I don't know who advises her, but getting keke napep for women in Nigeria to drive. In fact, Mr. Kanu, I hope you are aware that in some part of Nigeria, there are restrictions as to the kind of work that women can do. In the entirety of the North, we are talking about Yobe State. In fact, is it the 12 or 11 states that decided to pass Sharia laws in 2000 and in 2001? You think that they will allow their women to be driving keke napep on the street? And these are actually the people that are wallowing in the real poverty we are talking about. How many of them they are even clamoring not even allow their women enter the same keke or enter the same vehicles with men, and you are buying keke for women to be driving? Come on, we are not real in this country. Except you begin to think of getting it right, then the better for us.
Yes, so like the weakness when we see ourselves for inside. But anyway, Sha, we don't already talk that one. The women will be say on things say on feet do the work, make on collect keke, and on not say the 1 year where they talk, waiting they happen, then they just mismanage funds. So if you collect keke and pay back time, I know say if you no raise that money, because when you do the analysis well, when they even do for their Rise TV show, you go see say payback time, you know, they feasible at all. Considering how much when we say you go buy fuel, but we no talk say man and no collect keke napep. And I even notice say she dey put posters for her picture inside that very place. So make all that one be say it dey waka dey go.
Well-meaning Nigerians money when we pay as tax money, they buy keke napep for people, but she they carry her picture they put on top. These people are not being serious. She's only doing this to notice me and for political reasons, for political gains and nothing more. How do you buy keke napep for people? You are pasting stickers of the minister on it. What happens to writing the name of the federal government there, marking it with the requisite number, so that when you want to track these keke napeps or the owners of this keke napep, you know whether they are still using the same keke napep that you gave to them, or tricycle as the name is in English. So it's not real. It's not real. How are we sure that this is not? Now, so they go carry fake bishop, they give us. Don't be so they take campaign. They carry people, fake bishop, give them small money. They can't do show for some hours go. How are we sure that this machine itself say they don't just collect them from the people where they sell them, use and do show, snap picture? How many people you see for that picture so they snap? Now the same thing where they do with Nigerian Air, where they go collect Ethiopia airplane, carry and come Nigeria, paint them air for a few minutes, few hours, they snap picture, carry and go back. We are not being serious. The APC is not being serious. So we need a proactive governor.
Okay, thank you very much for joining us and share your thoughts with us. Our people, time don't they give us signal make we for carry our kaya come off for studio. two things when I want talk before I go carry my give Angel make we for carry our kaya comot make we help support Angel for this her quest to bury her mom. No amount is too small. This thing, the information there for screen now for people wey be say then they ask for the comment section. I don also put am for comment section wherever on a day make una for support Angel make she for bury one of our own. This woman wey we dey see here, she never old. As una see am na 65. So na the waka and join and strategy for the obedient movement na im come push am like this wey she go early. But Angel still dey for us. We be saying na her first daughter and she dey with us here say she need support. So make una for support Angel. The account still dey for the screen. Finally, the people wey dey for Imo State, Bayelsa State and Kogi State, una hear wetin we talk. Make una go for our this thing. We go put a link we go make una to transmit results and videos of the election going on different polling units from different states so that we can bring it to Obedience Live so that they understand whether we are moving in the right direction or not the right direction. So without very one time, don't work. Angel, may I carry my give you, make you for carry our kaya come on for studio.
Thank you so much, my lovely and intelligent, obedient worldwide. Una don see as a Minister for Women Affairs, that money, shey na budget, they budget am to help women, to empower women. Why women go pay back? That is the question we need to ask ourselves. We don't the opposition, yes. We go to open their nyash one by one. Yes, we go open them. Because they budgeted that in billion, not even million, billion. And now she buy 30 keke for which state to empower which women? We get 36 states. How many she don't empower? Not even up to 5%. I beg, make we wake up. Tell ourselves the truth. Thank you so much for being with us. Like, share, subscribe. Tell all the obedience, say, see what thing they happen as we done the opposition. Make we wake up, shine our eyes. We appreciate you. We love you. But God loves you more. Bye for now.
You